What's going on, virgins? It's your boy, Konar, here with a Minecraft and Manga episode. Episode 1, where we play Minecraft and talk about, you'll never guess it, manga. So, today's episode is about part 9 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Jojolands. And specifically, it's about what I think is going to happen in the story to progress, and how I think it's going to end and all of that stuff. So let's get the obvious out of the way. I'm bad at Minecraft. I'm really bad at Minecraft, and I like playing it. It's really fun, and I haven't posted on here in a while, so I decided this is going to be a good gateway drug back into posting. Talking about drugs, Jodio is our main protagonist. He is a 15-year-old boy who loves selling drugs. So he's a direct opposite parallel of Giorno from part 5, and I feel like that's going to be super interesting because I was not a big fan of Giorno, but I'm more of a fan of Giorno now. He took some getting used to, but on rewatch of part 5 is pretty bad A, and JoJo's as an entirety is pretty bad A. Anyways, so here's my takes. The guy, the Sandman, is not the rock owner. The rock owner is going to be the main villain. It's going to be a gang war. Like, it's going to actually be gang wars part. And Dragona and Paco are going to die. Anyways, keep in mind, this is right before chapter 11 is supposed to drop. I think it drops next week. But, you know, it's just how it be. So, let's get into the first point I made. I don't think the sand guy is the lava rock owner. In the wiki, that's where it says it, but from what I know, because I need to reread it, which I should have done in preparation for this video, but, okay, it's episode 1. I'm testing the waters here. I'm not going to put a bunch of research into rereading the entire part, which is like 9 chapters. And I'm not going to redo all of that just to make one Minecraft video. But on future ones, I will reread the entire series or arc that I'm wanting to talk about right before recording. So, I went off topic. Sorry, but I don't think it says anywhere that he's the owner of the lava rock. I think they imply it because, like, they think it's him, but I don't think it's actually him. I think the person who owns the lava rock has to be the main villain. And I don't think this sand guy who just shows up right away is going to be the big bad, because JoJo's is notorious for having the big bad show up way late. Well, I guess Funny Valentine shows up stupid early in part 7, and Dio's well known in part 1 right away, and part 2, and so are the Pillar Men. Okay, I'm just thinking about, like, okay, it don't matter. I don't think it's him. I don't think the main villain's going to be a sand guy who's like a rock human, but worse because he's made out of sand. Ew. So, I think the main villain's going to be another mafia boss like Diavolo, but done better because Diavolo's kind of shallow and wasn't really that great of a villain. But, I'm going to get flamed for all of my opinions in this, bruh. No, it's over. I think that it's going to be one massive mafia, which the lava rock owner is going to be. Look at me trying to mine that, by the way, that's like actual stone. I thought that was gravel. And I was like, wait a minute. I ain't got no shovel on me. Let me make a crafting table, make a shovel real quick to try to mine this gravel that I think it is. Gravel doesn't take that long to break with a torch. Idiot. I'm voiceovering, by the way, because my rants were really bad. They still are. Wow. Okay, so I think the big mafia, which is not Jodio's team, because Jodio's team just kind of sells drugs to people on his campus in his high school, and the big gang leader's the principal of the high school. So I don't think that's big gang-like activities, but I think an actual mafia owns the lava rock, and they're going to have beef with a bunch of middle schoolers, and that's how the part's going to be set up. So that's how I think the part's going to go. And let's go to my hot take, which is that Dragona and Paco are going to die. I think Dragona has to. because he was introduced as the brother of the main JoJo, which this is the first time we ever had two JoJos, like, as siblings. I think this is the first time a JoJo has had a sibling, besides Jonathan and Dio. Oh wait, no, Johnny had a brother, and I forgot about that. And technically, if you're counting found family and all that stuff, which we do around here, Josuke had Joshu and Jobin, and actually I think that was it on brothers. Anyways, we're not talking about that here. We're talking about how Dragona's gonna die, because that's what Jodia's gonna need to get that final push. Because I think he's gonna grow more character than being a psychopath who wants a bunch of money, which, don't get me wrong, is an extremely based way to start off your character. Have him be 15, diagnosed psychopath, and want him to make a bunch of money. Like, that's his entire goal. The story's about a little boy becoming filthy rich, and that's based as all hell. Anyways, I think Dragona has to die, because I think that will set up the obligatory JoJo power-up that comes completely out of nowhere, which became tradition with Giorno, Johnny, and Gappy. And I know I skipped Jolene, but Jolene had character development. And like, no other JoJo before her had that, except for Jotaro. That's who I was thinking of. Anyways, more hot takes. Dear God, they don't stop coming. So, Dragona has to die, because obviously that's going to get him the power up. And I don't know. I think it just makes the most sense, because I feel like it would have been way better, instead of making it about one boy trying to become filthy rich, the story should have been about two boys becoming filthy rich, implying that they're both going to make it to the end. But since we only know that one of the boys becomes filthy rich, I feel like that heavily implies that Dragona is going to die. So, let's get over to Paco, my goat. I'm kidding. I didn't like Paco until chapter 10, when he's fighting the sand guy. Because I hate his stand name. The Hustle. Do the Hustle. That's your stand name? Holy cow. That's awesome. So, I feel like he has to die, because it just feels right. I don't think Usagi's going to die. And obviously we only have 4 main cast right now, and we're going to get more probably. But I think out of the main cast, half of them has to go, and I feel like Usagi's going to be the Mista of this part, even though he does jack, except for clutch up once. I don't like Usagi very much, but maybe he'll grow on me. His outfit's kind of whack. It's pretty bad, but I think he'll grow on me. But yeah, I think Dragona's going to die, and I think Paco's going to die. I feel like that just makes the most logistical sense to me. But whatever happens in the story, even if I'm completely wrong on all 4 fronts, I'm probably gonna like the part, because Araki doesn't seem to let me down ever. Dear God. Okay. And since we have some time left over at the end of class, let's just start shooting off ideas about what the big power-up is going to be. Which is going to be hard, because when you meet Johnny, you don't think he's going to gain the ability of infinite rotation. Like, that comes out of nowhere. And Requiem's a whole different thing. Go and experience Requiem. That was a complete A-pull. I'm not going to say it because my mom might watch this, but that was a straight pull straight from the A-hole, if you're asking me. So, and Gappy's, don't even get me started on Gappy's, because Gappy gets the like, his bubbles actually are spinning, and then he has one that defies logic. And I feel like if we're going on this trend that we're going on as of right now, where each stand gets stronger, I'm very excited to see what happens with November Rain. But with that being said, I have no idea how November Rain can be evolved, besides maybe the raindrops are also spinning and they can defy logic, but that would be a cop-out, because it would be copying Gappy's ability, and that wouldn't be very cool. And the thing with Araki is you really can't predict him. Like, maybe in like cases with like Oda from One Piece, you can kind of predict what's going to happen. You know, watch this. They're gonna go to Elbath, and there's gonna be, actually no, not Elbath. Okay, I don't think I can predict it now because we're in the final arc and it's like finally getting there. Sorry about the One Piece tangent, I know, but like right before Dressrosa, if you ask me to predict how the next arc went, I probably would be able to tell you spotless, because most One Piece arcs are the pirates go to an island, somebody treats them well, that person that treated them well are actually being oppressed by a real big meanie, and then Luffy beats up the real big meanie and sets them free. Don't get me wrong, I like arcs like Dressrosa and Wano and Alabasta and Skypiea, and the list goes on, but you know, it's just not. And like one of my favorite arcs of all time, Drum Island, Chopper the Goat for real. Like, okay, I'm getting off topic here. You can't predict Araki like you can predict other artists because he can't predict himself. He sketches and writes a manga out of those sketches. He draws stuff and makes a story around that. And I think that's incredible. But with that being said, I feel like I have no idea how he's going to come up with the big power up for Jodio, if there even is one. But I think he's going to have to need one to compete with what we had last part, because Jojolands was crazy with the stand abilities. Wonder of You is probably, as of right now, my second favorite stand of all time. I love the design and I love the character of it. I just like Crazy Diamond more because he has more nostalgia for me. But like if I'm talking like just the most bad A stands in all time, it's easily Wonder of You. Wonder of You is awesome. And I'm very excited to see what he comes up with next to top Wonder of You for the main villain, and also to top the main villain stand with November Rain, Go Beyond, Act 4, Requiem. Yeah, I think that's going to conclude episode 1 of Manga and Minecraft and Manga, whatever I said in the intro. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below what other manga you would like me to talk about. I'm planning on doing live streams for series such as Berserk and Vagabond, series that need a lot of things to talk about, but I'm going to wait until this grows a bit more, until I have a small dedicated audience who has read those series and will ask me questions that I can give my opinions on them. So expect I might be doing a Dead Demons DDDDD destruction video, but I'm not sure yet. I might have to wait until the anime comes out, watch the anime, get back to you guys. But like this video if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9, or don't like it if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about and you're just subscribed to me and you're like, oh, I might as well check out his new video. If you haven't read JoJo's, go read it. Sorry for the spoilers, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more manga and Minecraft. This is not going to become a staple on this YouTube channel.